I'm high. I'm pretty high too. I had to put on some hair. I'm getting too many. Oh yeah, picture online over because I'm not hearing my hair in my videos. I think I'm gonna cut this one off right here. That was just freaking priceless. I just got one of the most magnificent segues these guys have done in years. Went from I'm gonna move from where the climate reach my clothes to not fade away. Just bam, 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 and right into Uncle John's band. So I guess I'm gonna leave it going. Well, maybe not, because I like to bring my flute out for this one. This is an amazing show. I got to catch the spot. I got to get the exact time point where he made this announcement and get the. We lost Eric Garcia tonight, passed away, and he was supposed to play. Um, Randy knew a couple of days ago that he wasn't going to play. Um, so he managed to get somebody else to play. Slim Edelman came out, and Scott Futrell, and I guess they knew that John Heinrich wasn't going to play and he had some other keyboard player. I still don't know this guy's name yet. Boy, they just played a really powerful, low key. They didn't get on nobody. They weren't jumping around. They just played a really low key. I mean, I got some really good shots on them. Got some close up of everybody playing on the, all three guitar players. I got close ups on. I got some good. What do we call it when it's digital? They used to call it footage. I'm so blessed right now. I have such wonderful friends here in town, all over the world. I for the first time, Stuart Meldrum and I, who's Stuart's an indie arts person, uh, one of the politically motivated artists in Scotland. And I spoke to him got that on camera and got it live, and then my phone puked because the battery got overheated. Let's see if it'll come back up now. The battery's still pretty low. It doesn't want to turn on yet. But I got some amazing footage of the band and of the dancers. There was a lot of dancers tonight. There was a couple of couples that were doing swing dancing, twirling each other kind of stuff. And there were several ladies getting down. I should say right up front. I was dancing pretty hard a couple times earlier before I filmed this, before I pulled the camera out. But I went around the whole bar. I mean, cameras coming up. Come at 13 minutes. We got some dog. We get a nice little dog. Hi, doggy. How are you, doggy? I don't have any food for you. Happy holiday. There was a moving party. There was a moving party that was in there to give me some fun times. I was panning around, I wasn't just always focused on the band. I got around, and so this is I'm very very pleased with this. I'm very pleased with the camera. To show you the camera, this thing is like outrageous. Here's we're coming up on the party. I'm not sure how to how to how 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 to do the um voiceover. I don't know. I'm looking at. I'm actually not looking at the camera. The camera's up here. I'm looking at the screen. Here's the new camera. This is a really nice thing. Wow. I'm gonna have to read the manual. It's got features that I'm not gonna be able to figure out on my own. I've hardly read any instruction manuals since 1999. I just plug the shit in and do it. And sometimes I have to plug it in on the inside. I still do that too. Okay. Oh, so here's this thing. That's so weird too. Is taking pictures of yourself taking pictures, or just taking pictures of yourself on camera. Oh, it won't do it while it's plugged into here. Oh, do I even have any battery on it right now? Did I charge up the battery? It's plugged in to the computer. That won't charge the battery, and the battery was dead. Full battery. Hey, oh, this would be a great picture. Oh, shit, I turned it off. I want to take a picture. This is silly. Oh, that's too cool. um, no show and tell. Oh yeah, we were gonna do some show and tell. Oh yeah, that's the one we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna blow some minds. We'll blow some minds. These people think I'm insane. I'm really just crazy. They're the ones that are insane. Uh, this was this was a dumpster prize. I'm not sure what to call this part here. Um, pretty groovy though. Come on, what happened to power? Where's the power? Oh, there we go. You got it's a separate button for the vibrator. Oh, I guess this is there's a heater in it too. uh, it's like wow, it's got some kind of metal thing inside. It kind of rolls around and it's like this thing like I guess that's to wow your clit or something while it's jammed up in there. Um, I really would like somebody to decide they want to fall in love with me. Um, it's just cool enough. I can wear my hair more often. um, what can I say? I can say anything I want. This is my house. I'm talking to myself. Um, and about nothing. We're already 9 minutes into this. I'm just talking shit. Um, I was gonna go and harass myself on the troll sites. Yeah, this is what I needed to get my shit together to come and read. Let's see if we've got any new. and you know, this little twat, this Sneasel is a very mean, very stupid, bigoted person. It's a transgender person, skinny, autistic, anorexic, self-loathing, nasty thing, judgmental. Um, I don't know what these people's trip is about the rape thing. I mean, that's just like ridiculous. It's 35 years old and there wasn't a rape. Okay, she was too young. But you know, it was consensual. Oh well, yeah. Well, she'd been making her own decisions since she was 9 years old, and stopped beating the dead horse. And now we're gonna move on, because this is what happened. Um, let's see if anybody responded yet. Uh, no, they haven't. They have. Oh well, I haven't refreshed the page. Let's see what happens when I refresh the page. No, they have. They're in bed. Good. They're gonna wake up to this shit. This is the way to deal with trolls. Don't do it when they're on their side. Do it when they're sleeping. Make them wake up to your shit and get pissed. um, so they used to call me Tommy the Terrorist, and they think I was here 24. You know, they think I was on their ass just talking to them 24 hours a day, and really was like just like this, where the computer was online watching for shit. And I'd come and comment. Or I'd post something and look to piss people off. My first posting was they were getting ready to go into Bosnia. My first posting from AOL was why we should bomb the shit out of out of it was why we should bomb the crap, why NATO should bomb the crap out of Bosnia. Then on 9/11, wow, this was that long ago. Holy shit! I wonder if I can dig that out. I'd on 9/11, I wrote a piece called "Conspiracy or Coincidence." I wonder if that'll fall out, because that was the title of it. But I don't remember what username I used. And it was a very short piece. It was only a few paragraphs, 3, 4, 5. Um, and then here we are, what, 15 years later, um, still arguing about whether it was controlled demolition or whether government told the truth, without ever looking at who would benefit from that and who actually did in the long run. And it always comes back to, you know, I've been saying this since I was a teenager, is war only benefits the people that finance them. You know, this was before I ever even discovered Smedley Butler. Um, it's all about the people. You know, it's a perpetual war machine, and they've been playing it on humanity for thousands of years. You just got to stop doing. We just got to stop killing each other for other people. You know, somebody tells you to go kill somebody. Now, if your God tells you to kill me, you know, you're talking around God. Um, I don't want to speak for what happened in the Old Testament days, because that's part of the cleansing um, of humanity. You know, that's why Moses kept the children in the desert for 40 years, was to get them to be attuned and at one with the principles of Shema, the principle of unconditional love. That you can't hate something enough to hurt it. You know, if you hate something, you need to turn your back on it and leave it the fuck alone. This is the way Shema works. Um, you know, there are only two kinds of people in the world anymore. It's people that accept and understand the golden rule and the reason for it, and the creator, and are reasonably stable and balanced between their spiritual and material bodies. And then you got all these other people that are like brain dead, listening to the evil inclinations of the other side, telling them, do stupid shit, and that's like contrary to their best interest. So here we have this person Sneasel, who's one of the kiwi farmers. Notifying, yeah, it's all very academic. That's the kiwi. I probably should go spend some time on a kiwi farm. It's all supposed to be very academic, and she's academically, or I'm not even calling this person she. This is a it. This is a like psycho, totally fucking psycho person. And naturally, the AM beasts are gaslighting it, and so she's getting worse quickly. So they're just programming her on how terrible I am. And, and I'm not gonna play into it no more. I mean, so you guys lose. You lost, boys. And yeah, there's gonna be some legal action, and it could happen this week. Um, we'll see when I get a hold of Dave Allen. Oh, I said his name. Shit. That's Sergeant X. And he's one of the beat. He's the beat sergeant. I see him all the time. These guys, I'm on the street. They drive by or walk by, and we chat me up, saying hello. Policeman is your friend. Yeah, and oh, this is incredible. This is organized cyberbullying is a huge problem. That's getting no exposure. It's being covered up and played down and ignored. No prosecution at all. Um, and there's been some suicides. So here we have this notifying refuse fascism about the Tudor menace. Tudor menace. Whoever messaged them on Facebook and showed them their thread, history of Tom's violent behavior, gave them the number of the TPD MHD, showed them videos of Mr. Wasserberg contacting people's employers, the FBI, the TPD, etc., and linked them to the latest Sabrina Story video and told them to go to 7 Minutes and did a good job. TBH, which is to be honest, fam, which is short for family. Um, and here's Jimmy Webster, also known as Dr. Huge Erection. Well, okay then. And then he throws a bunch of memes up of me. Worker X comes in. What is refuse fashions? Sounds like some hippie liberal bullshit that idiots who have no real concept of racism dreamed up. No, it's the Revolutionary Communist Party. And I shared with him something I wrote earlier that Eric Bageye and Stuart Meldrum were commenting on. And as my announcement, be advised that refusefascism.org is a Maoist RCP front, that's Revolutionary Communist Party, front with the stated intention of stirring up enough resistance to the Trump regime that they will generate a political crisis so grave, said Trump regime won't be able to take power. All they're going to do is start a few rumbles and get a lot of people beat up and arrested. So far, the bulk of the crowd is clueless to the intent, and nothing has happened. Watch yourself at all public assemblies between now and Ignoramus takes office day, and stay clear of people in masks. Absolutely. Guy Fawkes was a seditionist and an assassin for the Jesuits. And this guy's behind, the people can't unite with each other if you're hiding behind masks. There's too much nonverbal communication that is obfuscated, the right word here, was certainly made dysfunctional by those masks. They are an impediment to healthy interactions between people. It's one of those coherent moments. So here's their shit, and I posted that, and then Eric come back with there is still ANSWER, which is the Answer Coalition. Act now to stop war and end racism. Um, and he remembers it as a Maoist scavenger group whose primary tactic was to infiltrate any protest or political advocacy group and try to split off as many as possible, support their own ends and actions. They're spoilers. That's pretty much where it's at. In Chicago, we have the Youth Against War and Fascism, which was the Maoists. That was what that was what drove me away from the JDL. It's like I don't think I want to take a 2x4 upside the head for fighting against fascism with a bunch of idiots. Here's a bit of true history. They used to use the JDL for controlled riots, I called them, where they'd have us separated. The cops would be between us and whatever group they were going to have us beat up. Be it Nazis, Frank Collin, the guys out there, or these yeah, they were called yeah, Youth Against War and Fascism, yeah, and they so here come the commies around the corner, carrying signs and screaming slogans. Like, what's that supposed to accomplish? Um, but the rallies, they got to speak. I haven't been paying any attention to their speakers too much at the actions that I've been at. Um, I'm not buying into the fear, all that shit. But anyway, back to this. So here, that's I don't need to read all that. Oh yes, I do. Um, so my response to Eric was the real Marxist Leninists aren't out to tear anything down, but more to repair it and redistribute the resources equitably. Maybe I can go Jenny Kastner into delivering a mini lecture on the material dialectic for us. The Maoists and Trotskyists have always advocated for armed insurrection that nobody in America ever took seriously at all. The true progressives in America have always been nonpartisan, very eclectic, peaceably assembling dead nuts in the middle of the road, as exemplified by the Selma March, and later when the Yippies circled the Pentagon to levitate it. This refused fascism crowd is openly fronting for the Maoist RCP, and they don't even bother to mask that on the main page for refused fascism. The rhetoric the local cell is spouting is the same tired little red book shit they've always spouted. You disagree with them. This is what led to the explosion. Let me speak since they're speaking in a group behind my back where I can't speak for myself. Typical Maoist shit. And then when it comes time to spark helter skelter, I'm going to be the one targeted to try and provoke me to hit them so they can defend themselves from me. Um, so like here comes this Erica Johnson person who's apparently, I'm guessing she's a incest survivor, just from her whole absolutist, um, very reactive and very conditioned responses. Um, you disagree, you're counter-revolutionary, you're an enemy, class enemy, and a rape enabler. I'm sorry, you can't kill your local rapist just because he raped somebody. It's not a capital offense to begin with, and they deserve a trial. So, like, capitalism is evil, and But what I never could get out of any of them ever is like once you tear it down, what are you going to replace it with? Uh, Goody. I'm gonna get to sleep. Well, that's a little after bar time. Um, but it's typically, yeah. Where was it? Yeah, this is where I stopped. Was the Trump regime is not going to take power, start waving their arms around like Mussolini and his fascists, and just roll back all the anti-discriminatory regulations that have evolved from the 1964 Civil Rights Act and 1972 Education Act. These people are trying to turn tens of millions of people out into the street to create a political crisis so grave that the fascist regime can't take power. And they're lucky to be able to turn out tens of tens in response to most of their calls of action. They'll get well here. Stick to the script, boy. And I'm not a boy. Yeah, well, they've been, everybody's been bothering Tom. Everybody's been all over Tom, and it's like, please leave Tom out of this. I'm not Tom. I'm Tommy. Tom is somebody that we do not want to let occupy me because Tom is dangerous. Tom is no fun. He's a very unpleasant demon. That's it's. I have one body, but two souls try to occupy it, and Tom is like not welcome. This is where it's at. That's it. That yeah, I'm bi-gender. And Tom is like, no, you can't. You're not being allowed to run this body. So anyway, um, where were we? Oh yeah, the local cell is a handful of traumatized, sullen kids. They're on a hair trigger. It's all peace and love naturally, right? But they're projecting like all sorts of fear and loathing, and they carry big chips on their shoulders. It's about nothing but angry jingoisms. And I ran out of patience with them when they posted the meme and said, "Kill your local rapist." Typically, you get anywhere from 50 to 500 of the usual suspects show up for these events to listen to speakers, wave signs at cars, and then march down the street chanting slogans at empty buildings. um, and this has hardly changed since I really came into it in 1989 when I went on the Red World Peace Tour, which is more of a spiritual progressive. David Williams, uh, brain fart, that I was his lead vehicle. Is wherever Tommy goes, David's propaganda goes with her, and um, I had everybody's propaganda with me, all the Hempsters and Leonard Peltier. I don't remember what the fuck all I used to carry around. God, there's some crazy shit from Sedona. That's Now they're going to talk to me about revolutionary. Yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah, we're dealing with the child molester Shagget. So this is something else. So I won't mention her name, but this local sister, older woman, my age, older than me. I think she was over 70. I think she told me. Um, Sweet, lovely lady. Um, Sent me a note the other day. Tommy, there's been talk about a video you were in where you're explaining that you're living with a 15-year-old girl. At one point, you say that you found two lesbians in your bed, and then you talk about this girl. One of the lesbians was the girl. People are saying that you had sex or raped this girl. Are you saying you did these things to this girl in the video? It's hard to tell what's happening. Please explain if you're able. And then she blocked me instead of letting me respond, but then I saw that she'd unblocked me. She appeared again in my feed. Um, and my response to that was, do you believe everything everybody tells you on the internet? Yes, I had an encounter with a minor who was not quite 16, but had been making her own decisions since she was 9. Anybody who makes anything out of this 35-year-old story to rub my nose in today is not somebody I need to be associated with. The people propagating this story are criminals trying to undermine my credibility. I hold on to this, she said. Courtesy and kindness break apart the walls of anger and hate. Every one of us creates our own credibility. It takes strength and fortitude to replace hate and fear with love. Sure does. And I have to find this belief and hold it in my own heart every single day. I have to be like, I'm getting people projecting angry, trying to, you need to die, you. And like, hey, why do you want to kill yourself? Just because my body's doing something that your mind doesn't understand. Did I say that? It's sick of me. I think, what do you think you're doing? Ah, never mind. I don't even want to. No, we'll read this yet. So, my comeback, Marcus Frank. I live life loving living. I smile until I can't stand the pain of the evil energies of mean, stupid people projecting at me and then retreat as meekly as I can. The chomo jacket that these people are trying to hang on me is ridiculous. It was completely consensual. Not much happened because the older woman broke it up into nothing and like it has never happened again. I suffer from chronic acute gender dysphoria, and almost every orgasm I have ever had was praying while was masturbating while praying to be healed. And that's a fact. I've never had forced. I never hardly went like I never had to like pick up a woman. Any of the other happy shit that you think I'm doing. Women pick me up. I have really amazing eyes. um, I really, I need a lot of money in my hair. Um, I asked her for the message that was sent to her because I'm trying to get legal proceedings mounted against the gang of cyberbullies. And it wasn't a message. This was brought up at a meeting. I defended you in a meeting. The people concerned are not going to denounce you. I want to know who's in the fucking meeting. Yeah. But they are survivors of rape, as I am, and were triggered by your video. Again, I defended you once, but I can't anymore. To continue as you say you want to do is dangerous for you, and I don't want to be involved. Yeah, well, I can't get these people out of my life without that. Um, I've been trying for years to turn my back to it, and they just keep making it worse. As well, if that's not good enough, let's try something harder. Um, the people involved will forget you if you do this. Well, that's a good sign. Yeah, I'm sure because they're like just they're brain dead. They're zombies. If I'm not there for them to think about me, they're not going to think about me. And she said, let them go. I have to as well. They didn't like what I said at all, I'm sure. They turned on her for being a counter-revolutionary, class enemy, and rapist enabler. And who knows what else, all that other stupid shit. I believe that all of us have to have a moment where we can explain and defend ourselves in spiritual court. Well, yeah, this is the way it works here, kids. Um, we're according to the way Beanie taught it. I'm sorry, the way Louis taught it. He's gonna be back any day now. Man, he don't like Beanie. He likes Louis. The way Louis taught it was that we're all created imperfect in the sight of the Creator, and it's not supposed to make us hate each other. It's supposed to make us support each other, have some compassion for otherness, and celebrate the diversity of all the different cultures. He used to teach it in terms of the Tower of Babel and the arrogance of man. They tried to build a tower to heaven before the heavenly host wanted them up there. Sound familiar? And they were just like beat back, and the language is confounded, and people scattered all over the world, and all these different cultures emerged. And Dr. Winstock's way of looking at it, he was a terrific ecumenicist, I think they called it at that time, way into interfaith activities between the churches and the synagogue. And that we need to get rid of the fear and loathing and replace it with love and acceptance. Simple as that. Um, this is disturbing, because this gets back to the nature of the refuse fascism people. And she's concerned for her. She's like, but please don't involve me in this. I feel burned already. I am just wanting to see you go your way with more kindness in your life. I don't know you at all very well. No, she doesn't, and I mean nobody does in this town. And the people who are becoming good friends with me are starting to get understand the evil nature of what these people are doing to me with this story. Um, this is what's troublesome here. It's dangerous for me to continue with them and you about this problem. It's okay. Well, I won't mention your name again. That's for sure. And I didn't mention it here, and I won't. They aren't the people I look to for guidance. I say that it is to you privately, but never will on Facebook publicly. I believe that Facebook has evil components and can incite, inflame, and create false facts. You must see this go your. I have been for years, baby. This is what I believe, but I'm going to go my way as well, as I have my own problems and need attention and peace. And I have survived several rape and murder attempts, but I'm not a paranoid agitator out to disrupt the social order because of it. These people are getting bent out of shape about something that wasn't even rape. There's a fully mature minor who had been making decisions for herself since she was 9, who invited me into a bed she had all sweaty with my partner already. Fuck that shit. And it's this what my girlfriends in the 420 family are telling me. It's like, fuck that shit. And I think I might be able to get Christine to make a public statement about it, because she's like got a PhD in psychology. Um, but it's not good. Now this is getting out of hand with this kind of shit where they're inciting groups against me. AMB recruited the Kiwis. The paper trail's there. These guys probably, they probably played this Tim Burger clown. Um, Now they're playing Sneasel, and I want to see what Winsky has been writing, because excuse me, but I got a civil rights complaint here. This is this is just too much, too wrong, for the law enforcement to be doing nothing. Okay, so here's Dr. Hugh G. Rexon's um, mental nonsense. You fucking faggots. First, wouldn't it be funny if Tommy became a vampire? You fucking faggots are all circle jerking each other like a pack of gay wads. Who'd win in a fight, Tommy or Sneasel? Lol, the TPD computers cross-labeled Tommy. Assuming the clock strikes midnight and you suddenly discover yourself to have become Tommy Tudor. This is a bad spell to cast upon you. You have till next week before you revert to your old self. What do you do in a week's time? Asked Tommy Tudor. And 9 of them have already made comments. Discuss. I take it as a challenge to see how improved I could make Tommy's life in a week's time. the trouble there is like these people think that there's, there's nothing that they could do that would improve my life that they'd want to do as of any improvement in my life. Um, I nuke this place. Yeah, I meet my eat pals when they come. I want to. If seriously, Patrick Kelly, Marine, this is serious, motherfucker. I almost want to kill you at this point. You understand that? I've never wanted to kill anybody ever in my life. But Patrick, I want to kill you. Do you understand that? Same thing with Addie. I really want to hurt you, pal. And Madeira, I want in the ring naked. You're the man that I dream of in the ring. In that, me against the machine. You're the man that I battle in that dream. You understand that, Mr. Madeira? Do you understand that, Addie? Do you understand that, Patrick? Any of you understand what I mean? Tom will kill your fucking ass if it comes down to it. Gladly. Last 45 minutes, 41 minutes of that. Because it's not a mental illness. This is a physical manifestation of my being. This is what I am. And Tom and Jane Tudor is a sweetheart. Tom Wasserberg is a motherfucker. And Tom Wasserberg fucked your mother so hard that you came out and are nothing but a big animated turd. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see if the Kiwis got anything intelligent on their minds. Let's see if there's anything. No, there wasn't. It was all just stupid shit. The thread titles are not even worth reading to the camera. Yeah, I don't think I for all my life I guess that all my life I've been you know Dr. Binstock to get back to that. He used to teach us to think of ourselves as the sensory organs of the Creator on the earth. We're the eyes and ears and mouth and nose of God, and the hand of God on the planet. Now, are you going to use your hands to build things up or tear them down? Let's see what, yeah. Am I up over 40 minutes on this? Yeah, I'm up over 40 minutes on this. So this is Christmas, it's Christmas morning at 2:40 a.m. I don't know if I'm going to go to sleep or not. I don't know if I want to sit up and talk all night because my jaw is all inflamed. Um, I had to put on some hair because when I don't have hair, I don't use my hands the way I'm supposed to use my hands as a woman. Um, and I see these people prancing and pose with gender genders or whatever the fuck they call them. genderqueers, and they're trying to tell me this, and they're like, here I am. Um, I really, is this the face of a man? Is it? No, it's not. It never was. Um, I mean, yeah, I could fake it if my hair's short enough, but I don't want to, and I don't have to. I can be me, and fuck you. How much stay, motherfuckers? Get out of my life. Go find somebody else. What did I do to you? Uh, because I had, I I mean, even if it's true, because I fucked a 16-year-old. That's why 35 years ago, and never did anything like it since then. That's why it's like imperative that you destroy my life. That's fucking sick. And on that note, thanks for watching. Happy day. Bye.